Hey mamas, feel sore and out of sorts when you wake up in the morning? Then this class is for you. This is a 10-minute little yoga session to help you get your day started and to feel good going into your day. So you're not going to need anything. You can even do this in your bedroom or your bed if you want, if you have the space of your bed. And it's just designed to make you feel good. So you're just going to start by coming into a comfortable seated position. You're going to gently close your eyes. You're going to take 3 deep calming breaths. Inhale through your nose. Exhale with a sigh. Inhale. And sigh. Once more, inhale. And sigh. And when you finish that exhale, open your eyes. If you have a little furry friend joining you like me, that's totally fine too. Just make sure you don't kick them. So you're going to start off by coming into a table position. And we're going to come into our cat-cows. So on your inhale, bring your chest forward and through and your tailbone up. On your exhale, curl in towards your belly button and tailbone down. Inhale, chest forward, tailbone up. Exhale, curl in, tailbone down. Inhale. And exhale. Doing this 3 more times on your own breath, going as quickly or as slowly as you like. Or if you find a spot that feels good, you could stay there for a breath. When you finish your 3rd exhalation, come back into a neutral table position and we'll come into a twist to wake up the spine. So you're going to bring your left arm underneath your right and stick your butt up in the air. Think of somebody kind of pulling your head away from your hips as you twist here and try to find a nice deep breath. If you're lucky, you might get some cracks out, which will feel great. Inhale, come back to center. Then we'll switch sides, bringing your right arm underneath your left. Next inhale, come back to center. Then you're going to come into a puppy pose. So it's like in between child's pose and downward dog. So you're going to bring your knees a little bit further back from your hips. And you're going to slide your arms a little further forward and bring your head down. Head down and your bum up towards the sky. If you want to feel a little bit more muscular engagement here, you could think of somebody gluing your hands down, but trying to pull them back. And we'll come into a little variation of a flow. So on your next inhale, you're going to come back up into your table pose. Then you're going to lower all the way down. And you're going to point your feet and you're going to come up into a little back bend. You don't have to come up into a huge one because I know for me, when I first wake up, my back's not ready for that. So yours might not be either. Then you're going to come back down and you're going to push yourself back into your puppy pose. We'll do 1 more of those. So next inhale, coming back up into your table pose. Then you're going to lower down, point your toes, come up into a little back bend. And come back down, push yourself back up into your puppy pose. On your next inhale, lift your gaze. You're going to come into a seated position. We're going to come into some hip stretching, because I know for me, especially if you're doing this pregnant, my hips would bother me when I woke up in the morning. Postpartum as well, and just anytime in general, it's good to stretch the hips. So you're going to have your legs straight out in front of you. You're going to have your hands behind you to prop yourself up. Going to have your knees slightly bent. And bring your left ankle over your right knee. Look at your left foot. Make sure you're flexing it really strongly. And you could stay right here if this is already feeling like a lot, or you could wiggle your foot closer in towards you. Think of driving this knee away from you. The hands behind you are to help keep you really lifted so you're not sinking down into your back. One more breath. When you finish your exhale, let your leg come all the way down so you can release that side and give it a nice little shake out. And then we'll switch sides, having your knee slightly bent. Bring your right ankle over your left knee. Flex your foot to keep your knee safe and drive your knee away from you. You could stay here, or you could wiggle your foot closer in towards you. And keep using your hands behind you to make sure you're staying nice and tall in your spine and not slouchy. Notice too if one side feels different than the other. One more breath. On your exhale, release. Give your legs a little shake out. And we're going to come into one last hip stretch. So you're going to bring the soles of your feet together, knees wide apart. Then just take a moment, notice how your ankles, your knees, and your hips are feeling. And notice, hopefully, your hips are the area where you feel it the most. If you're feeling it in your knees, you're just going to stay upright and be really tall in this pose. You could choose to do that anyways, because sometimes that feels really good. Or if you want to get a little bit more into the hips, you can think of driving your bum back and your chest forward as you hinge forward from your hips. Really trying to find that pelvic tilt like we did in our cat-cows, because that is helpful for your pelvic floor as well. And we're going to stay here for 4 more breaths. And when you finish your breaths, close your knees like a book and give yourself a great big hug. On your next inhale, lift your gaze. Come into a comfortable seated position instead of Shavasana, because we are trying to wake up. Then you're just going to bring your hands onto your legs and gently close your eyes. You're going to take a few deep breaths here. So you could do like we did in the beginning, inhaling through your nose and exhaling with a sigh. Taking this as your me time, choosing to stay here with your deep breaths for as long as you like, but I will leave you now and say namaste. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye for now.